You heard that day when Dr. Kukwe was here and he said the Labour Party has a working arrangement with
They can say anything. Ask Kukwe, have you met with Dan? We meet the Hilton every time on a glass of champagne, a glass of wine, a glass of beer. But he have never talked about it. I have never met any official. I have many friends in ACN. I have many friends in PDP. But we have never, I am saying it publicly, I have never as national chairman or any officials of my party met with PDP leadership on how to work together on a symbiotic relationship or how to merge or how to discuss. So these are the lies. And without pushing it too far, if ACN or now APC is angry because of our position, I have no apologies to give them. We endorsed President Jonathan because we were convinced. We took 9-point agenda to President Jonathan. We discussed the item one by one. Without more, we asked for nothing. And let me also tell you, people will not believe it. Since President Jonathan became president, Labour Party, apart from the time he called the first meeting of major political parties, of which ACN was in attendance. ACN was represented by my senior brother Bola Tinubu, Akume, Ngige, Boss Mustafa, and Chief Akonde. Labour Party was there. All other parties were there. That was the first time we entered the villa after he became president. The next time I got close to the villa was when I was decorated as Officer of the Federal Republic. I have no business to see Jonathan. My party has no business to meet Jonathan. We are doing everything we are doing based on patriotism and nationalism. And we have no apologies to give anybody.
Okay, so you're going to talk about your...
It is. It was same. It's like a friend of my friend or the enemy of my friend. I don't know how to put it now, but that's the kind of ideology. It was in the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You're definitely not friends with members of the APC.
They don't like us.
Just a moment. You've talked about how you endorsed the candidate of the PDP for president, and for some reason you seem to be on the same page with them, at least when it comes to matters in the National Assembly. Is that how it's playing out for you?
No, you see, before I get to that point, yes, we endorsed Jonathan. Themselves that had Ribadu as presidential candidate, did they support him? They ditched him at the 9 minutes. And I don't want to say publicly what happened. They ditched Ribadu. They had a presidential candidate, but they did Ribadu. Because they entered the villa, shook hands with the president, and forgot Ribadu.
Okay. So, for whatever reason that has happened, the APC now has moved on as a party. You have talked about being a small fry, and you're definitely...
No, that's what they call us.
Just a moment. You're not happy with what is going on to your party in Ekiti State.
Yes.
Now, if you had the numbers in the National Assembly, would you do what the APC is doing?
No, we will not do that. We are more patriotic.
Why do you think
we will not do that.
Why do you think that this is being unpatriotic when it is a legitimate tool?
No. It is using a tool recklessly and without having the interests of Nigerians at heart. I can't talk about the budget. By the time the government was shut down in the United States of America, everything was in place. Americans are not stupid people. You want to behave like Americans. We are not Americans. For example, we are opposed to gay marriage here, same-sex marriage here. Americans are not opposed to it. So why not also let us endorse that here if you want to behave like Americans?
You say that it is a reckless application.
It's a reckless application of numbers.
The question will be, what would you say would be the rightful application of that particular
If the problem was the issue of River State, let us face the problem of River State.
How?
And how did this issue of River State start? Let me tell you. You see, when this problem started, I appeared in this program. I don't know if you have forgotten. The position of my party and my own position is that, Maobe, if you became anything, if you won election under the platform of a political party, and you have any reason to leave, drop that mandate. The law today in Nigeria is that it is the political party that contests election not the individuals.
But you claim that
I am coming.
Just a moment, no. You claim that Okoyemi Bamidele, was partyless, as it were.
Yes.
When his party all the time had joined
the Constitution took care of that. The Constitution took care of that.
How?
The Constitution took care of that because the platform that brought him has gone into extinction, not by his own cause. So he has to be in another political party.
Into extinction?
Yes, by merging with another political. There is no party today called ACN. And he didn't like the other formation, which comes under his freedom of association. So he had to be in another political party. We are advocates of dropping mandate. I'll give you an example.
Just a moment before you go with your example, because it doesn't quite fit here. The problems that the Rivers State governor had started well while he was in the PDP. It did not. Did you have any statement to make as at that particular point in time?
You see, that's the point I'm making. A political party, you have to talk about, in political party administration, you have to talk about party supremacy. Party supremacy is very important. It is the party that has the final say. I have given examples of a simple thing that happened during the Second Republic, during the time of Sheikh Shagari.
The party has the final say.
I
want to make sure that you understand the question.
I get the question.
Your party has a say when, he's complaining about his commissioner of police?
No, that was later. The issue did not start with commissioner of police. The issue started long and then landed into the governor's forum and all that. This one is a recent event. It's a recent event. During the Second Republic.
Aren't we messing up our democracy? We won't talk about political parties.
Yes.
Because Margaret asked about ideologies, which I still would want you to answer.
I'll come to that.
And now you got me thinking. You say you've been chairman of your party, national chairman, since 2004.
Yes.
That's 10 years.
Yes.
How does it operate? Are you the owner of the party?
No. Nobody owns our party.
Does your party members that no aspiration from any other?
No. I was elected in 2004. We had another convention in 2009 when I was re-elected. In our constitution, we have no tenure, but you should also know when to go. Our constitution is open. Once we are doing there are instances all over the world, particularly parties that hinge their ideology on social democracy, because you have to build a party. I've told you about a convention coming, but under the constitution we don't have limits, whether in the world, in the local government, in the state, and at the center. So we are having a convention. New mandates will be taken, fresh mandates will be taken, and all that.
Some are already saying that PDP is the main sponsor of your party.
That is not correct. That person must be ACN or APC, because they're the ones who PDP members, PDP executive will tell you that they have really no formal or informal relationship with Labour Party, and they say so because of Ondo State. All we asked from President Jonathan was security. I wrote for the same security in Edo, because we still believe Adams Oshomole is part and parcel of. In fact, Adams Oshomole was the man who convinced me and made it possible for me to be chairman of Labour Party.
So are you saying that, you see absolutely nothing wrong with what's going on in Rivers State?
No, we'll come to you. You allow me to finish that. You keep moving me. Allow me so that my thought will flow. Allow me so that I will explain the issue of Rivers State. But let me finish this point. So, Adams Oshomole, we insisted on the security. Jonathan gave us security. That was what made Adams to win that election. Even while that election was on, I was in Lagos, problems in Manager Adams was calling me, I was calling Professor Jaga, I was calling the situation room for Adams. But here I am in Labour Party.
Isn't that anti-party activity?
No. In the Labour Party, they see Adams as Labour flows in his blood. Adams cannot flush it.
But the philosophy is different now.
You didn't field any candidate in Edo State for the election?
That was strategic.
No, there was a candidate.
No, that was strategic.
Because I remember that election.
That was strategic.
There was a Labour Party candidate.
That was strategic.
So it brings us back to what Timberland asked.
No. You see, there are things, you are in the studio, you know things that happen in this field.
That's why you should.
No. In fact, the candidate was part and parcel of the arrangement.
So he shook hands with somebody and
No. Adams would never shake hands with anybody. But it was an arrangement to frustrate certain things. And it worked. You see, in politics, there are calculations you have to put in place. And these calculations work for you. So, if we have a situation, we are having all these problems for political parties. And now you get to a point that what is good for the goose is not good for the gander.
Tell us about the rivers because of our time.
Okay, River State. Well, the issue started long before, up to God knows. And I said something in your program. I advised Amechi, you have a choice. Either to get back to your party and reconcile with your party, or you quit. I said it here because I am an unrepentant believer in party supremacy. You cannot be bigger than the party, that vehicle that took you there. And that was my position. And I gave an example with what happened during the Second Republic. I was a young banker in Union Bank, Boma Road, Apapa. But then, because of my position in trade union, I was always sneaking out to watch political discussions. I attended one meeting in Ibadan of MPN. Chief Augustine Meredith Akinloye was chairman. Suleiman Takula, secretary. On the high table, there were only 2 seats. Chairman, secretary. President Shagari, Elise Kweme, Dr. Joseph Wires, they faced the 2 people. At the time, Shagari wanted to speak. Akinloye said, no, Mr. President, let's take the other man. We were peeping through the window. Party supremacy. Those days, the party will nominate ministers and send to the president. Party supremacy. Because the party is in a position to know who contributed what to make your success possible.
So now it's about contribution, not about the man who can do the job.
No, you put everything into consideration.
No, it doesn't look that way.
You look at his loyalty to the party. You look at his contribution to the party. You look at his capacity. You look at his integrity.
Okay, now
you don't look at one side.
Can you?
That man may have contributed more than anybody, but he doesn't have the capacity. You find something else for him.